Yo folks, it's Sras, and in today's video, I want to talk to you about HackerSim and the script that I originally found by DeConkle that I worked on to develop it to help assist in automating the gameplay for Hacker Simulator. So what is Hacker Simulator? Why did I buy this thing on Steam? I'm a video game enthusiast and I've been interested to learn more about security, computer security. And I've been working in the computer software space, but computer security is an interest of mine. And so I've been watching this game a little bit on Steam, and I saw it was on sale. I was like, hey, let's pick it up and learn a little something while having some fun. And I haven't done any sort of hacking or botting since old school RuneScape when I was a teenager, right? But that was against the terms of service, and I didn't want to get banned, so I refrained from doing that since then. But hey, we're looking at a single player game here, and it's Hacker Simulator, so hacking and botting are well within the ethic of the game, if you will. So hey, let's pick it up. And so I found this HackerSim Autofish by DeConkle, which helps you automate phishing attacks, which are a big part of the game, where you find a target and you attack them using this fish book, which is clearly a spoof of Facebook that is used to get around copyright infringement. But you send them a message using your fish book, and then you use Netcat and Tracer Monitor to monitor your attack, where you get access to their computer, and then you can go ahead and upload your malware or download whatever files you need. But doing the phishing attack is complicated and there's a risk of failure. So if we can automate it, that improves our chances of success and improves our gameplay. So I think it's a good idea to do this. And so let me show you how this phishing attack is executed and how the script works. All right, so we'll open up our game window over here on the left. And you can see on my left-hand side, I've got two terminal windows open. One with Netcat, and this listens for the connection that we're going to make to our phishing target and opens the connection so we can upload our malware or download whatever files we need from their computer. And then Tracer Monitor, which just monitors our connection and lets us know how much time we have left so we don't go over time and risk getting the police, the in-game police called on us. Good time for a disclaimer. Don't use this information to do anything illegal and hurt anybody. That would be unethical. All right, in the upper right, I have my notepad window, and I just use this to take some notes. In this case, I've got two phishing targets. One is Steve Park, and the other is Maisie Bird, from two hacking clients from our Discord. All right, so once we've got our phishing target, I'll use Maisie Bird in this case. I'll copy that with Control-C, navigate to Fishbook in our browser window, Control-V to paste. We're off to the races. So you can see that our target, Maisie Bird, has this list of interests. And so once we have their interests, what we need to do is figure out their interest category, their primary interest category, and we would buy a Fishbook account, a spoofed account, from the backstore Fishbook accounts using a little bit of shellcoin to purchase our spoofed account that we use to message the target, lure them into responding to our message with our netcat open that allows us to initiate the attack. Now, if we go back to our fishbook, they have this list of interests, and it's not immediately clear on how you map this list of interests to an interest category that you use to initiate the attack. So your original developers of the game clearly meant for you to do this guesswork on your own. And if you get it wrong, then your phishing attack fails and you spent the shell coin to get no value. And we don't want to do that. So we're going to automate the process using a Python script. So how do we actually do this? Let's start with that. The original design was to grab your screenshot with Windows Control S, which is a little bit of a pain with the window that this game is run out of. So you have to click out of the window, and then you can do your Windows Shift S. You'll grab the list of interests, and now it's in your clipboard. So again, the original design of the script was to just use the clipboard feature, but it didn't work for me. So in my case, what I'll do is open up Paint. I guess I've got it right here. We'll do a Control V to paste that in there. And so we've got our list of interests. And in this case, I'll go ahead and save it to file. I've got it in my games, HackerSim fishes, and I'll save it as Maisie Bird. Then once I've done that, I'll open up my command line window. So I've got that right here. So I'm navigating to my Git directory where I have the checkout of my Git repo. So that's in dgit HackerSim autofish. And then we want to target our file, or we could target the directory as a whole to get all the files. But when I tried that, it was a little confusing because it's like, okay, which one's which? So I'll do one file at a time. And you can say I implemented a usage using argparse. We won't get into the details of Python, but that shows you how to use it. So there's the -C for the old clipboard functionality, which doesn't really work for me, or you can just pass in a file path or directory. So that's what we'll do. We'll pass that in. And so let's go to our Windows Explorer. Get that file path here. And then we'll pass in our Maisie Bird file path. And this goes ahead and runs our script and computes our most likely interest, which in this case is business. So that's what we will use to initiate our phishing attack. So I'll just show you what that looks like really quick. I've got a business and industry account. We select that. We send them a message. Hello, Maisie Bird. We need a new administrator on our business and industry page. Go download our software now. Send. It's going to take a few seconds to get a response. If we did it right, they'll respond positively. And if we did it wrong, they'll reject us and we failed the attack. Hello, I'm interested. I'm doing it right now. Bam. And in our netcat window, it's taking a fat minute, but we should. There it is. We have access to their computer, and we can go ahead, download files, or upload our malware. Pretty sweet. So let's dig in a little bit on the details of how this script works. So when I got this script checked out from Dick Honkel's original uh, GitHub repo, it was just using that, what I call the -C, the clipboard functionality, but that didn't meet my needs. So I went through and edited it to take in a file from the command line and implement Python best practices as I see them, including having these, what you call them, but uh, text comments on each function, having the correct white space, things like that. But what's important here is the two Python libraries that we're using to do the computation. So we've got PIL, so that used to be called Pillow, the Python image library, and that lets us interact, in this case, with PNG images that we're passing on the command line. And then we have PyTesseract, and this is a Tesseract API from Google, which parses strings, so text, out of an image file. So those are the two big libraries that we're using. And then this dictionary of interests was compiled by the Steam community that matches the interest category to the list of interests. And so once we have that, we have everything we need to take the image, sharpen it, turn it into a series of text, a string array, and use that string array to compute the correct interests that the target has in order to execute our phishing attack. So that's the way it's done. And please, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And if you're interested in learning more about automation and using Python, check out my website and landing page in the description of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Happy hacking. Stay safe out there. And peace out, homies.